Hello and welcome to computer class. My name is Dave and today we're talking about how to create gradients in PowerPoint. So get yourself a PowerPoint presentation and we are going to try to make this gradient right here. So let me just give myself a new slide, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all of the pre-made boxes on top of that slide, and then I'm going to insert a square shape. So just any old shape, and I'm going to get rid of the background outline here. All right, so now this is going to fit exactly to the page. All right, and then under shape format here, when it comes to the shape fill, you'll see we have a gradient option, but I'm not going to choose any of the variants here, though I could do that. I'm going to hit more gradients, and this will pop out the gradient formatting panel, and then I'm going to click gradient. And you'll notice here it gives you stops that you can add on to your gradient. And what I did is, and by the way, you can just click and add as many as you want at the bottom here, or you can drag and they pull off there. What I did was I started out with a purple color. So I'm going to do a purple color here on the end. So I did purple, and then I gave myself a blue. So click and do blue. And then I gave myself a green, green, and then we've got yellow on the end. So yellow. Okay, so there's the gradient in itself. And I think I might have added one more color there, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a different type of purple. So let's go with, see if red does it, perhaps. Oops, I didn't exactly click it. You have to have the gradient selected to do it. All right, so there's the red color in there. Evenly spaced apart, and then you can change the direction of them. And so I just kept spinning it until I got something that I liked, which is right about there at 310, 320. Okay. Now that you have that, you can pretty much close the gradient panel. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit to do this next part so you have more of a pasteboard area. And I'm going to insert a curvature shape. And so what I did was I started here and clicked there and made a curve and went all the way around here and just connected it together and created sort of this loop shape. Okay, and then the outline, of course, is again no outline. The shape fill is white. Control C, Control V to duplicate. And I just spun this one upside down. And there we go. We have our shape already. As you can see, it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Now to get sort of this, if you notice I have these cut off, you can use the formatting inside of PowerPoint. And what I did was I drew a square here over the size of what I thought to be the size of the slide. And it will find sort of the edge of the slide. See that line that keeps showing up? If you pull in, and you obviously know where these sides are. Okay. And then you hold down Shift and select all three. And then see this merge shape feature that comes up? I believe it is the fragment one we want to click. And when you do that, you get these pieces that you can then delete off of here. And you can delete this middle one here. And now these pieces are basically the same shape that you had before, but cut off. So again, I know this seems redundant, but no outline, fill it with white. Cool. All right, and now we have our basic layout for this gradient graphic that I created. It looks pretty awesome. Lastly, if we just add some word art in here, let's say gradients, and triple click, go to our home tab, and click on uppercase. Take off that. I think we'll go with light is what I went. Shape format, shape fill, oops, text fill. It's going to be white. And back to home. I believe this is 66 in its size. And we'll just set it there. Control C, Control V to duplicate. Very hard to get a hold of. There we go. And PowerPoint. All right, so then I triple clicked, change this to, I think it's bold. And kind of fool around with your layout, however you want to put the text on there. And there you have it. I mean, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy going. If I play from this current slide, I mean, there you have it. It's a nice PowerPoint gradient. And again, there's pieces here. So that's how I would create one. Pretty awesome, pretty fun. If you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.